Dear Perpetrator against the children of obedience, was pondering some of the issues that have been confronting me lately and your role in them, and consequently spent a few moments of my time thinking of you and what you are tasked with in terms of tormenting, harassing, intimidating, violating, abusing, and even assaulting and killing your victims, many of whom are children of obedience. From a Christian perspective, the most accurate description and terminology used to describe your actions would be demonic, that you are influenced, often controlled, and on a few occasions possessed by demons or foul spirits, evil spirits. If I were to guess, I would say, considering what you do to us, some of them are demons of hate, strife and contention, demons of confusion, demons of fear, lust, envy, greed, demons of ignorance, deceit, demons of spiritual blindness, and several more. Those who slipped into your soulish realm via negative experiences and have sunken in their claws, cultivating and growing, gaining stronger influence over you, to the point that you would be drawn to participate in perpetrating cruelty, injustice, unfairness, and the emotional, mental, and financial ruin of strangers. Seriously, the Messiah prophesied that there is nothing hidden that will not be revealed. You and all other servants of the kingdom of spiritual darkness have carried out your abuse in secret for centuries, dare I say millennia, unchecked and with impunity because, for the most part, it has been invisible, touchless. Yet none of the Messiah's nor the Father's words were spoken in vain. Your hand has been revealed. Your tactics are being thrown into the spotlight. Now we can watch when you rise up to play. And many of us wonder at those who are recruited into such vile actions. What type of person becomes a willing participant? I created an illustration for t-shirts and postcards for the ministry based on a popular saying, hurt people hurt people. You were hurt by someone or someone's, and therefore, not having the emotional fortitude, wherewithal, or knowledge to find another form of healing, you have taken up the mantle of gang-stalking and witch-stalking. There are those in the T.I. community who hold you with utter contempt, hatred, and I'm gonna guess that they hope and pray for your demise. Me, I don't have the time or energy required to harbor and cultivate that type of energy. More importantly, the words of the Messiah remain with me and influence me on almost a cellular level. He taught forgiveness to the point that he begged the Father to forgive those perpetrators and stalkers who plotted and successfully carried out his targeting, so much so that they followed through and got the brother crucified, staked to an upright pole or beam that was raised up high above a crowd of onlookers, and left there as a mocking stock for those of my ancestors who believed on him and on his name, and as a warning and threat to anyone else to not oppose those Judean realms of power with pull in Herod's court, and perhaps even as a form of bragging to other gang-stalkers and witch-stalkers. Master Yahushua begged the Father to forgive you. That's how committed he was to what he taught and preached. I want him to always plead my cause and advocate my case before the throne of our Father Yahuwah. Therefore, I keep his commandments. I do what he told me to do and follow his example. As such, I forgive you, and it is from that perspective that I decided to remind you that, well, this targeting and witch-stalking, gang-stalking is not going to end well for you. But you know this, right? There is no happy ending for you if you continue tailgating old ladies in their cars and throwing on your brights, brightening them, causing them to get into accidents and maybe even die as a result of it. You do know this, right? You are not pleasing your Creator when you break into someone's home and move the food around in their fridge, cut small holes in their clothes, or unplug their DVD player. You know what you do. Those small things that make them begin to wonder if and when they did that, and why and how come they don't remember doing it. Getting them hypervigilant and doubting their own reality. But you know that as bad as it gets for us, it's going to be far worse for you on the eternal end of things. There was a pretty popular movie that came out a while back, The Matrix. I'm sure you've at least heard of it. At one point, when Neo first meets Morpheus, he offers him an opportunity to learn just how deep the rabbit hole goes, presenting him with two pills, one red, one blue. He tells Neo what he can expect if he takes each one. Now, I'm going to use that same imagery to explain what you can pretty much expect will be the end result of your continual gang and witch-stalking activities. It pretty much goes like this. You take the red pill, and the story ends. You believe whatever you are told, for you will not have a love for the truth. Therefore, you will be given strong delusion so that you believe the lies. You will never bother to dig beneath the surface of what you think is real, nor question what they tell you. You will stalk. You will target whoever they tell you to. You will wear masks of friendship and family loyalty, but they are just masks, for if you are told to, you will turn on wives, husbands, siblings, family, loved ones, those who do what is good, what is right. You will speak all manner of evil against them falsely. You will break into their homes and misplace their belongings. You will subject them to hang-up phone calls and noise campaigns throughout the quiet hours of the night. You will incite their co-workers to turn on them so that they are fired without a cause. You will send demonic attacks against them in the night, that unclean spirits weigh heavily on their chests, stealing their breath and caressing their arms, legs, necks. You will follow them wearing red, black, or whatever color your handler tells you. You will glare at them, giving them the evil eye. You will hack their computers, bug their phones. You will use drugs and booze to stave off any doubts. You will try to fight the very demons employed to harass your targets. You will not win. You will sleep but never rest. You will sense pleasure but never embrace joy. Concerns and doubts will grow, but you will only take more drugs, drink more booze, commit more fornication, adultery. You will never look people in the eye, nor trust a warm embrace, for you will know that what you do to others can easily be done to you. All that you do is a reflection of torment awaiting you tenfold when all of the trappings and glitter of this world has ended. They will not save you nor defend you, or any who blindly followed after them, swallowing every red pill that was offered. I hope that this plays some small part in getting you to think long and hard about what you are doing and the consequences, eternal consequences. Your existence does not cease when this life ends and your spirit leaves your body. You will go back to eternity, the spirit realm, and all that you have done in this physical realm cannot be undone. In other words, when your handlers, or whoever it is directing you to stalk, harass, single out, and torment targeted individuals, give you your next task, I suggest that you practice the art of self-interest, eternal self-interest, and not do it. Regardless of the number of gift cards they offer or the offer of get-out-of-jail-free incentives, none of those perks or kudos will stand up at the judgment seat of your Maker and Creator. The Apostle Paul must surely have been thinking about self-interest when he wrote his letter to the Philippians. I suggest to you, perpetrator and stalker of the children of obedience, that you take to heart Paul's admonishment. It is simple and direct, an admonishment that I encourage to at least ponder, if not practice. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12, quote, "Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." Shalom, Zipporah Ibrahim.